Excited to be back once more in the studio. Unfortunately, I have been out for the past 2 game weeks. I did the game preview for Manchester City, but I didn't get the chance to do the match reaction. And I didn't get the chance to do the game preview nor the match reaction for Chelsea, the Chelsea game. Thank God I didn't have to do the one against Manchester City because the game was bad. I had the chance to watch the game against Manchester City, but I didn't have the chance to watch the game against Chelsea. That's just the life of being a Manchester United fan. When we're losing, you get to watch it 4K, but when we're winning, you can't even watch it. So sorry about I was on vacation, by the way. But very happy to be back. Um we have a weekend game, exciting game. We travel to I believe it's the G-Tech Community Stadium, Brentford's stadium. Yeah, we have an early kickoff against Brentford. And I know the last game, the Chelsea game, we won the game, but it didn't really tell us much. And some people are going to try to say we won because of the red card. I don't care. IDC. I don't care. We won the game. The most important thing is that we got the 3 points. You can look at the likes of Liverpool. They keep winning their games in the 90th minute. They won some by penalties. They still won the game regardless. What matters is the 3 points in the bag. We got the 3 points. Chelsea got zero, and they got the red card. We also got the red card anyway. So we played. We only played 40 minutes with one man up, but we won the game. And now we go into the Brentford game during the weekend, and we have an opportunity to set a record. I'll call it a record. Some people will find it funny because at a club like Manchester United, it shouldn't be something of a big deal, but unfortunately, it's just where we are. We haven't been able to win 2 consecutive Premier League games under Ruben Amorim. And now we have the chance to hopefully do so, and I'm hoping we do so and set the record, or should I say break the curse, or however we want to call it. But yeah, we have the opportunity to win 2 consecutive games this weekend. I'm hoping we can win it. But yeah, by the way, if this is your first time on Red Side Rant, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you can get notified every time we post a new videos. I like to do game reactions, game previews, and I'm looking to start doing like a little bit in-depth videos going into what is going on around the club. So please, if it's your first time, please subscribe. But this game is very important, and the reason why I'm going to say it's very important that we win this game is because we need to first of all build the momentum. As like the two consecutive games aside, we need to build momentum. That's something we haven't been able to do under Ruben Amorim. So we need to win this game, and that makes it 2 games in a row. That gives us more points, and we need to get ourselves up the table. Games like these are the type of games that we need to start winning. We need to start like sweeping by these games if we want to challenge for the title. I'm not talking about this season, but in the future. We have to start learning how to win these games if we want to challenge for the title in the next 2 seasons, because our target is 2028. And we need to rack up those points. We need to go into the festive period in a decent position. We need to go into the festive period and we're looking at the table and we're like, okay, if we keep on doing this, then maybe we can get European football. I don't care if it's Europa League or Champions League. We just need to get European football. This 1 game a week thing is killing me, first of all. It is killing. It is boring and it hurts our finances. But still yet, we should be in European football. Hopefully Champions League. But we're only 3 points from the second and we're 3 points on the bottom. Just 5 games in, so there wouldn't be much of a difference. But we're 5 games in, having played the likes of Manchester City, Chelsea, and Arsenal. We played well against Arsenal, we're bad against Manchester City, and we got the 3 points against Chelsea. So if there's something positive to look at, we didn't lose against Fulham, we won against Burnley. So if we can go into the Brentford game and get 3 points, and hopefully go into the Sunderland game and get another 3 points, that's 13 from possible 18 or no, from a possible 21. Yeah, 30 from a possible 21. Having played the likes of Chelsea, Manchester City, and Arsenal, I think that's a great position to be in. I'm not even going to lie. Looking at where we were last season, it would be a great position to be in. So we need to win these games and put ourselves in a position where we go into the festive period, we go into the January transfer window, and Sir Jim can look at the table and be like, okay, this is looking good. We might actually get European football. And that would motivate the board to go out there and get us a midfielder, because it is something we have been singing about. We've been talking about this during the last transfer window. We talked about this during the last transfer window, and we can see how it is hurting us. For instance, Casemiro is out for this game. So now we have no other choice than to play Ugarte. And if you know me well, you know that I'm not really comfortable when Ugarte is on the pitch. I'm hoping he can have a good game. I would love him to have a good game. But he doesn't fill you with that confidence of going into the game and be like, okay, Ugarte will not make another blunder. He will not make another mistake. But hopefully he can have a decent game. He can have a good game. But we need a midfielder, because God forbid Casemiro was injured instead of just a red card, which keeps him out. Or let's say it was a straight red. That keeps him out for 3 games. That would have been the game against Brentford, Sunderland, and then Liverpool. Imagine us playing against Liverpool with Ugarte instead of Casemiro. So we need a backup midfielder. Hopefully that's something we can get in January. Someone to come into the middle of the park and help out. I think if we get a midfielder in January and we find ourselves in a decent position, we can actually get top 6 or top 4 even. Why not? It's not far away from us. But yeah, it's very important that we win, and hopefully win against Sunderland. One positive about the game against Sunderland is that we're going to be playing at home, because Sunderland are one of the teams that I said at the beginning of the season that the transfer business they have done, it tells you they are ready to stay in the Premier League. They want to fight. They want to stay in the Premier League. And you can see that in the games they have played so far. Like, they are absolutely tormenting teams. So hopefully we can get 3 points against Brentford, get 3 points against them, and put ourselves in a good position. But I'm going to run through my predicted 11, first 11. I think in goal we're going to see Baindi. I don't see him being dropped anytime soon, unless he makes another blunder or another careless mistake. But I don't see him being dropped anytime soon, or Sene Lamens coming in for him anytime soon. Nope. So Baindi in goal. For our back three, I would go with Euro, Martinez, and Maguire. Euro, Delete, and Maguire. Shaw is out, I believe, injured. So I would go with that back three. For our wing backs, I know some people will say Ahmad does not work as a wing back, but I personally love Ahmad as a wing back. Like, I see the positives. Some people don't see, but I see the positive, and I think that's where it suits him better in this system. And he has work to do with Mbeumo, and these are the type of games they should be working on playing together. So I would love to see Ahmad and Dogu as our wing backs. And in midfield, I think Bruno, undroppable anyway. And I think Bruno in midfield is going to be Bruno and Ugarte. Some people would say Kobe Mainoo should play. I don't think Mainoo has the pace to play alongside Bruno. If it was someone else, Mainoo might be able to play. But Mainoo and Bruno in midfield, we are going to get ran through. We are going to get ran through. So I would go with Ugarte and Bruno, even though I don't like Ugarte playing in the midfield too. For our attack, Mbeumo, undroppable. I think Cunha comes back in ahead of Mason Mount. I know Amorim likes Mason Mount, but I think Cunha just offers something different. He has that. He's one of those players who are able to drop into midfield, get the ball, and drive. Attract that pressure towards him and create space for other players. He's just that type of player, and we don't have anyone else who can do that aside him. So I think Cunha comes in ahead of Mount. And Sesko keeps his place as our striker. We bought him to play as a striker, so there's no need benching him for Mason Mount. I know like they play well together, but Sesko has to play. He needs some confidence. And this game, I think, is the game where he needs to score because he's getting close to that 007, that 007 mark, and he needs a goal or an assist to kind of kill that noise, build some confidence. We don't want the same thing that happened to Rasmus Højlund to happen to him. So he needs to get a goal, and I think he can get one. But yeah, that should be my first 11. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If there's anything you would change, if there's anyone you would drop, and anyone you would bring in ahead. And for my prediction for this game, I'm going to go with a 2-1 win. 2-1 win in favor of Manchester United. We haven't kept a clean sheet this season yet. I don't see us keeping one, especially away. If this was a home game, it might happen, but I don't see us keeping a clean sheet away. I hope we do, though, but I don't think it's going to happen. So I'm going to go with a 2-1 prediction. Let me know yours in the comment section. Let me know your prediction in the comment section. And please, if this is your first time, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can get notified every time we post a new video.